Picture a vacuum, an endless and unmoving blackness. Peace, or the absence at least, of terror. Now see, and amongst all this space, that speck of light in the furthest corner, gold as a pharaoh's coffin. Now follow that light with your tired eyes. It's been a long day, I know, but look. Watch as it flickers and then roars into fullness and fills the whole frame, blazing a fire you can't bear the majesty of. Here is our sun, and see how the planets are dangled around it and held in that intricate dance. There is our earth, our earth. Its blueness soothes the sharp burn in your eyes. Its contours remind you of love, that soft roundness, the comfort of ocean and landmass. Picture the world. Older than she ever thought she would get. She watches herself as she spins, arms loaded with the trophies of her most successful child. The pylons and mines, the power plants shimmer in her still, cool breath. Now is that a smile that plays across her lips? Or is it the tremor of dread, the sadness of mothers as they watch the fates of their children unfold? In now, in. Kaleidoscopic vision, the colors like drugs in your belly, churning, your skin pulled loose as a pop's, shaken and flattened, and the waves are magnified as they roll up towards you, and you're tiny as sand, just a speck. And as you approach the surface, all of that peace that you felt is replaced with this furious, never-known passion. You're feeling the people. Their faces are bright in your blood. You are feeling you want to be close to them. Closer. Because these are your species. Your kindred. Where have you landed? Uncurl yourself. Stand up and look at your limbs, all intact, clothed in the fashion. This is a city. Let's call her London. And these are the only times you have known. Is this what it's come to, you think? What am I to make of all this? In the middle of a city, there's a million epiphanies occurring in the blurring of the world beyond the curtain and the world within the person. There's a quivering. The litter in the alleyway is singing. People meet by chance, fall in love, drift apart again. Underage drinkers walk the park and watch the darkness, and the workers watch their clocks, fiddle with their Parker pens, while the grandmothers haggle with the market men here. Where the kids play and laugh until they fall apart. It's kiss, chase and dancing till it's mistakes and darkened rooms. Too fast, too soon, too slow, too long. We move around all day but we can't move on. Is anybody else awake? Will it ever be day again? Is anybody else awake? Will it ever be day again? Overflowing plant pots, fence posts, decorated door numbers, motorbike beneath a top, beaten up punto, goalposts painted on them green garage doors. There's a rainbow on that wheelie bin, there's stickers in that window. Smart flats, rough flats, can't get enough cat flats. You know, 17 cat flats, rich flats, broke flats, new flats, old flats, luxury bespoke flats. And this has got to be a joke flats. Pensioners, toddlers, immigrants and Englishmen, family with 6 kids, single businesswoman. Look, everybody's here trying to make or scrape a living. The fox freezes on the alley wall and stands still, sniffing. Bare branches sway in the front gardens. The lion mouth door knocker flaps in the breeze. Street lights glint on the beware of the dog sound. their sheepish mistakes. Is anybody else awake? Will it ever be day again? Is anybody else awake? Will it ever be day again? Now we start on the corner with our back to the wall, next to the old phone box where the tramp leaves his bedding. The road runs ahead of you, there's houses and flats side to side, walk down it. Go past the yard with the caravans there behind the hedges. Now look, here, in the house opposite, black gateposts with a concrete frog squatting on top of it. Through the hallway, ancient wallpaper, nicotine gold. Up the stairs, rickety, loaded with history. Here, in the top flat, flowers in the windowsill, little breeze fluttering the petals as they stare out at the city streets. Gemma is awake. What woke her? Open eyes. Streetlights float slowly through broken blinds. She watches the shadows play across her tattered carpet and she holds herself tight. In the room's half darkness, it's cold. She wedges her hands underneath her armpits. It's 4:18. And Gemma's thinking. Before I was an adult, I was a little wreck. Peddling whatever I could get my grubby mitts on. Ketamine for breakfast, bad girls for drinking with. I gave them puppy dog eyes for the acid on their fingertips. Heads in the basement, lips without faces, getting feisty. Half baked in a bakery, eating pastries. Desperate for a body who could save me. But I never really wanted what they gave me. Always wanted something else, sweating in the dough queue, spitting like a villain in a pantomime. Old shoes, bad teeth, drinking in the rain with my ghost. Sitting in the back of the class, comatose. Villains on my back in the dark, hold me close, but you never held. I did some things I swore I'd never tell. That night you tried to kill me, run me down with your car in the snow. I didn't realize how far you would go. Every day I've lived, lives in the day I wake up in. My dreams are all screaming, I'm fucked, but I'm fine now. Something remains, it's still pulling me. Yes, my future is bright, but my past trying to ruin me. Tried to change it, but I know if you're good to me, I will let you go. Tried to fight it, but I'm sure if you're bad to me, I would like you more. Saw some things when I was young that made me who I would become. I feel them with me every day, cause if you try and run away, run beside you pace for pace, trip you up and drag your face through the mud of every wasted chance and every bitter taste. My heart is sprayed up with the names of all my friends who lost their way. Doesn't change, it all remains. It takes your strength and gives you shame. All I want is someone great to make me everything I ain't. But the only ones for me are the ones that shouldn't be. Even though I'm doing good, I'm working hard, my work is strong. Might be fine just for a while to go out where my hurt is from. Rinse myself to emptiness and push my body close to anybody who can recognize the presence of my ghost. Tried to change it, but I know if you're good to me, I will let you go. Tried to fight it, but I'm sure if you're bad to me, I would like you more. Tried to change it, but I know if you're good to me, I will let you go. Tried to fight it, but I'm sure if you're bad to me, I would like you more. Now, in the basement flat, by the garages where the people dump their mattresses, Esther's in her kitchen making sandwiches. The slats on her blinds are all wonky and skewed. You can see the top of her head from the street before she moves out of view to kick her boots off tired feet. She wipes her forehead with her wrist. She's just back from a double shift. Esther's a carer, doing nights. Behind her, on the kitchen wall, is a black and white image of swallows in flight. Her eyes are sore, her muscles ache. She cracks a beer and swigs it. She holds it to her thirsty lips and necks it till it's finished. It's 4:18 a.m. again. Her brain is full from all she's done that day. She knows that she won't sleep a wink before the sun is on its way. Esther's worried about the world tonight. She's worried all the time. In fact, she don't know how she's supposed to put it from her mind. lost. Still we are clamouring victory. All that is meaningless rules. We have learned nothing from history. The people are dead in their lifetimes, dazed in the shine of the streets. But look how the traffic's still moving. System's too slick to stop working. Business is good and there's bands every night in the pubs, and it's 2-for-1 drinks in the clubs. Yeah, we scrubbed up well, washed off the work and the stress. Now all we want some excess. Better yet, tonight to remember that we'll soon forget all of the blood that was bled for these cities to grow, all of the bodies that fell, the roots that were dug from this earth so these games could be played. I see it tonight in the stains of my hands. The buildings are screaming. I can't ask for help here. Nobody knows me. Hostile, worried, lonely. We move in our packs, and these are the ranks we were born to. Working and working so we can be all that we want. Then dancing the drudgery off. But even the drugs have got boring. Well, sex is still good when you get it. To sleep, to dream, to keep the dream in reach, to eat your dream. Now don't weep, don't scream, just keep it in, keep sleeping in. What am I gonna do to wake up? I feel the cost of it pushing my body, like I push my hands into pockets and softly I walk and I see it. This is all we deserve. The wrongs of our past have resurfaced despite all we did to vanquish the traces. My very language is tainted with all that we stole. To replace it with this, I am quiet, feeling the onset of riot. Riots are tiny, those systems are huge. Traffic keeps moving, proving there's nothing to do. Cause it's big business, baby, and its smile is hideous. Top-down violence, structural viciousness. Your kids are dosed up on prescriptions and sedatives. But don't worry about that, mate. Worry about the terrorists. I mean, the water level's rising, the water level's rising. The animals, the elephants, the polar bears are dying. Stop crying, start buying. But what about the oil spill? Shh, no one likes a party pooping spoil sport. Massacres, 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 new shoes. Ghettoized children murdered in broad daylight by those employed to protect them. Live porn streamed to your preteen's bedroom. Glass ceiling, no headroom. Half a generation live beneath the breadline. Oh, but it's happy hour on the high street. Friday night at last, lads, my treat. All went fine till that kid got glassed in the last bar. The place went nuts. You can ask our Lou, it was a madness. The road ran red, pure claret. Oh, and about them immigrants, I can't stand them. I mean, mostly I mind my own business. They're only coming over here to get rich. It's a sickness. England, England, patriotism. And you wonder why kids want to die for religion. It goes work all your life for a pittance. Maybe you'll make it to manager. Pray for a raise, cross the beige days off on your beach babe calendar. The anarchists are desperate for something to smash. Scandalous pictures of fashionable rappers in glamorous magazines. I mean, who is dating who? Politico cash in an envelope. Caught sniffing lines off a prostitute's prosthetic tits, and it was back to the House of Lords with slap wrists. They abduct kids. They fuck the heads of dead pigs. But him in a hoodie with a couple of spliffs, jail him or deport him. It's the bored of it all generation. The product of product placement and manipulation. Shoot 'em up, brutal, duty of care. Come on, new shoes, beautiful hair. Bullshit, saccharine ballads. And selfies, and selfies, and selfies. Here's me, outside the palace of me. Construct of self and psychosis, and meanwhile the people were dead in their droves. And nobody noticed. No, wait, somebody noticed. I could tell by the fucking emoji he posted. Sleep like a gloved hand covers our eyes. These nights are so nice and bright, so let's dream. Oh, but some of us are stuck like stones in a slow stream. What am I gonna do to wake up? We are lost, we are lost, we are lost. Are we lost? Are we lost? We are lost, we are lots, we are lots, we are lost. We are lost, we are lost, we are lost. Are we lost? We are lost, we are lost, we are lost, and still nothing will stop. Nothing pauses. We have ambitions and friendships and courtships, to think of divorces, to drink off the thought of the money, the oil. The planet is shaking and spoiled. Your life is a plaything, a garment to soil. The toil. I mean, I can't see an ending at all. Only the end. Tell me, how is this something to cherish when the tribesmen are dead in their deserts? To make room for alien structures. Develop, kill what you find if it threatens you. No trace of love in a hunt for the bigger buck. Here in the land where nobody gives a fuck. Across the green, in the flat with the the colourful curtains. Alicia's wrapped in her blankets, head leant back on the wall, shaking and nervous, gripping her knees. She's looking for purpose. Alicia keeps a brave face on all day long, but right now the brave face has gone. There was something in the changing season that prickled in her skin all day, sucked her back through time and left her feeling far away. He was in her dream. She hasn't dreamt of him for months. She's so tired. When she sleeps, she doesn't really dream at all. But there he was, holding his belly, and he had blood on his shirt. And she heard him scream her name, and then she saw him fall. Alicia wipes her face. She whispers to herself, it's just a dream. She sniffs and nods. She dries her eyes. She checks the time. It's 4:18. It's a strange thing, your face seems to fade with the changing season, and for some reason it comes back more present than ever. Well, not your face, really more a sense of you. Even though I know it's happened, it's no more comprehensible than if it was an abstract thing, someone else's friend. Are you asking me for something? Is there something I should do? This is hard on your mother, she lost your little brother too. But your sister's doing good, I mean she's smart like you. Finish her degree next year, try and find a job, I suppose. She got her head screwed on right, you don't have to worry. But is there something else though? Cause if there is, I'm sorry, I can't really think what you might want from me. I heard your voice so loud it woke me up. I don't believe in ghosts. Work's fine, life's good, tie's nearly 4 now. Smart enough to walk round and hear what I don't say. The night it happened, it's vivid in my brain, it won't fade. Life is long still, some things don't change. Nice to fall in love again, but that ain't gonna happen soon. I'm trying to get some money saved, fix up the living room. I nearly got in trouble, I got angry with my manager. There's this young girl who works with us, he tried to put his hands on her. It's such a waste, so many idiots alive and kicking. Why'd it have to be the only sane man in town? Probably only saying that because you're not around. I'm keeping my chin up though I don't let it get me down. I heard your voice so loud it woke me up. I don't believe in ghosts. You're with me all the time. I think I know you better than I did when we was hanging out together. What's it like when you've gone? I can feel it, it's okay, I know you can't say. Man, you've been with me all day. I have to tell you when it happened, didn't cry for ages. When it hit me, I fucking screamed like a lion in a cage. And like I fasted, didn't eat a thing for like a week. And I just walked across the heath in the rain, spitting bars to the grass, listening to the cars skidding past. I thought life would get more real or something more fast, but it didn't. When I look at your sun, no lights hidden. Meanings come to the front of my vision, and it's weird the way I see it right now is so strong. I'd never be the person I'd become if you had never gone. Everything's connected, right? Everything's connected. Even if I can't read the signs, everything's a message. We die so that others can be born. We age so that others can be young. The point of life is live, love if you can, and then pass it on. We die so that others can be born. We age so that others can be young. The point of life is live, love if you can, and then pass it on. Oh, who's this? Staggering home, jabbering, looking like some street smart, arrogant gnome. Feet sticking to the curbs like javelins thrown. Gesturing wildly, having full-blown conversations with himself, saying, haven't you grown, to his face in the windows. Grimacing, grappling with half a cigarette, not managing. This is Pete. Pete grew up on this street, he moved away, but he's back living at his dad's so he can save. Now Pete rigs stages at live events, and every time he gets paid, he gets wasted and wakes up with less than he made, and he hates it, but that's life, right? Fast-paced, shit-faced, low maintenance. And all of his mates are kind of on the same page. You know, basic wages, takes ages to get through the month, but then payday comes and it's drinks all round. Outrageous behaviour, living right now, no cents a later. Pills by the pocketful, night's last days. And even if he never splashed out, still couldn't make the rent on his own place. Face it. But now it's 4:18, and Pete's 14 doors from home. And his thoughts are like a pack of starving dogs fighting over the last bone. Anyway, what was I saying? Fuck it, mate. Hold on, I'm coming up. Wait, good night, weren't it? Must have been. Burnt too much on the good stuff, lucky me. I looked up, I saw my future, unraveling the lights. Funny, innit? I'll have that sinking feeling any minute. But you can't win a race unless you're running in it right. Can't get a taste unless you're taking a bite. I mean, I'm climbing up the walls, yeah. Things are getting difficult, it's all take. I start early, work late. I'm putting in the hours for these drugs, tokens. Love's a joke when your blood's pulsing. Love is real when you start choking. Double dropping in the vast ocean, state of me, mate. Basically the way I was made, you see, I've been getting on it since back in the day. It's a good place for a bad time, if you ask me. Trust me, nothing gets past me. Bad place for a good time, if you know what I mean. I never met no one like you, this feels like a dream. Whoops, back here again. How many times have I sworn it's the end? Whoops, I know this feeling. Shoving in the rubbish till I'm staring at the ceiling. Whoops, dancing to a shit tune. Hands in the air when it hits you. Whoops, I'm lying in my bed and my brain is eating my head. I got these demons that I can't shake. My past is a vast place, can't get away. Life got grim back then like it does. Do you know how it feels to lose people you love? I like talking to you like this. You wanna come back? Couple drinks, something like that. I got a gram on my nightstand. I got an 8 for squidgy black. I got this feeling that we're gonna be friends. I got this song, I wanna play it to you. I got this dream, I'm gonna make it happen. I got this thing, I gotta say it to you. You see, I've been writing poems, it's a thing that I do. And would you mind if I shared one with you? Oh, of course not, right, sorry, this time of night I always end up spouting the same old shite. It reminds me of this time I was trying to find my mind in the back of this rave. This kid was spilling blood all over the place, and I was looking out for someone to save or be saved by. Found his paper plate, started writing. It felt fucking great, I knew that me and the pen, we were one and the same. I can't take the strain of the days, I'm pretty sure I'm halfway too insane. You got such a nice face and your eyes are like rain. I'd try and kiss you if I could just remember your name. Whoops, back here, exposed, don't watch the state of my nose. Whoops, my jaw's gone west and I started getting pains in my chest. Whoops, there goes my promise, all it took was 2 drinks and I got on it. Whoops, I swear this person isn't me, but we did have fun though, didn't we? Whoops, back here then exposed, don't watch the state of my nose. Whoops, my jaw's gone west and I started getting pains in my chest. Whoops, there goes my promise, all it took was 2 drinks and I got on it. Whoops, I swear this person isn't me, we did have fun though, didn't we? Yeah? Now above Pete's head, as he fumbles with his key, the clouds get dark, start brawling. War games, ancient faces pushing each other around, the sky's changing. A foaming storm is coming, a growling mist, a howling downpour. But Pete don't see it. Pete's too busy trying to make his key fit, you know, he can't quite get it right. Now meanwhile in their rooms, Alicia and Esther and Gemma are too concerned with their own thoughts to think about the weather, but we see the sky like furious ink. Thick liquid sinks and whips the wind, the pitch-shifted rumble screams from the swollen grin. There's a big storm rolling in. We came from the 4 corners. We are the raw waters, the cause. The 4 horsemen will drink from the water that pours. We carry the river, the reservoir, the residue. Rising waves, sea spray, the inevitable churn and crush. Many voices in our vapors, we surge and gush. We were steam in a distant heat. We move rapid over landscape, gathering speed. Desert land, city, forest and beach. Heading for the people asleep, ready to bleed. Unleash the torrents, come clean. Carry many lessons, let the water teach. But you better learn to swim or you'll get caught beneath. Hard rain falling on all the half-hearted, half-formed, fast-walking, half-fury, half-bored, hard-talking. Half dead from exhaustion, hard push, but the puddles keep forming, don't fall in. Some saw us in their tea leaves, some felt us in their knees. Most left it to the weathermen to tell them there was nothing to see. Now you can play dumb and ignore for so long, but we've been in the mountains getting strong, we've seen you. Filling up the sky with your fumes, sitting in your rooms like you're all that ever lived. Heads down to the lives of the others in your towns. Running from the rain like you're never been kissed. Leave your possessions and funds, tell your friends that you've gone to make peace with the things you never done. Come dance with the deluge, spill like the flood. The weather vane swings, things will never change. Sing all them money men who close their eyes and pretend that this rumble must be low playing. So strange, heart rate falling. All the half-hearted, half-formed, fast-walking, half-fury, half-boredom, hard-talking. Half dead from exhaustion, hard push, but the puddles keep forming, don't fall in.
And they will run to the highest hill, consult the old books, ask the dead mystics for wisdom they don't trust. The people will flock to the garages, stockpile canisters of gasoline, tin fish and bandages. Count the seconds between the thunder and the lightning, scared of every other body running round frightened. Can't carry on like this, they will mutter, staring with disgust at the people weeping in the gutter. Made no trouble, I played by the rules. I worked double shifts to get my kids through school. But you were so focused on your own little part, you were ploughing on blind in the dark, no heart. Now we're not the dread storm that will end things. We're your playful, gale-force friend in these end times. Come to remind you, you're not an island. Life is much broader than borders, but who can afford to think over the walls of this fortress? Of course, it's important to provide roof and floorboards for you and yours, and be secure in your fortunes. You're more than the 3 or 4 you go to war for. You're part of a people that need your support. Whose world is it if it belongs to the corporates? The people are left on the doorstep, door shut, nauseous and tortured by all that they lost. It's a hard rain falling, all the half-hearted, half-thought, fast-walking, half-fury, half-boredom, hard-talking, half-dead from exhaustion, half-push, but the puddles keep falling, don't fall in, hard rain falling, all the half-hearted, half-formed, fast-walking, half-fury, half-boredom, hard-talking, half-dead from exhaustion, half-push, but the puddles keep forming, don't fall in. Now on the second floor of the new build block with the yellow door next to the boarded up independent record store, Bradley is awake. Bradley watches notches on his clock face, just lying there thinking, limbs like fallen buildings, feeling like every day he's ever lived is out to kill him. Bradley's got a good job. He works in PR. He moved south a few months back, top whack flat, all mod cons, wall-size windows. He's a Manchester boy, done good in the big smoke. Young professional, single, Tinder and flings. Life seems simpler than it's ever been. He's doing well. He's living the dream. And he's paying his mortgage off. Bradley doesn't know why he's not sleeping at nights. Now he could get up, try and walk it off, but he's got to get to work in a matter of hours. Is he awake or asleep? He can't tell, he can't dream, he can't feel, he can't scream. He just stares at the screen. It says 4:18. And life's just a thing that he does. He rolls over, cold pillow, warm body. At the end of his tether as usual, he breathes softly. He burrows down deep and he closes his eyes. And he thinks, man, is this really what it means to be alive? The days go past like pictures on a screen. Sometimes I feel like my life is someone else's dream. Most days I'm dazed, walking around and working, talking, perking up, but always feel I can't be certain that I've woken up at all. Is this life or this past? This feeling that I'm looking at the world from behind glass, even when I'm laughing hard or falling on my arse, or half plaster before it's even dark, or when some hard bastard barges past. When I'm passing my targets at work, I can't shake the feeling that life hasn't started. It's worse in the evenings at parties. I'm standing apart, my heart's hard, I can't hardly be heard. Still I'm harping on, barking out words. Is this real? Is this what I'm doing? I know I exist, but I don't feel a thing. I'm eclipsed, I'm elsewhere, and the worst part is I don't think that I care. What am I gonna do to wake up? I know it's happening, but who's it happening to? Has this happened to you? I know it's happening, but who is it happening to? Has this happened to you? I know it's happening, but who's it happening to? Has this happened to you? I know it's happening, but who is it happening to? Has I try new things, I shoot films on my phone and I play them back when I'm alone. Did that happen? I walk around trying to understand every sound, trying to make my feet connect with every inch of ground. The sky flattens, my cat battens me down. Everything's in this category, packaging self-flattering girls. Battle reality is battle royale. Everyone's chattering, nothing is real. Collect my salary, cooking a meal. Rice and vegetables, I exercise regularly. But how do I feel? Whistle a melody. Is this all that's ahead of me? I always thought that life would mean more to me eventually. I hate to think I'll make it to 70, potentially 75. Realize I've never been alive. Spend the rest of my days regretting, wishing I could be forgetting. Yes, it's happening, but who's it happening to? Has this happened to you? I know it's happening, but who is it happening to? Has this happened to you? I know it's happening, but who's it happening to? Has this happened to you? I know it's happening, but who is it happening to? Has this happened? So just 2 doors down from Bradley, in the old broken down house with the ramshackle porch and the novelty doorbell, Zoe plays her music low. She's got a bottle on the go, everything's in boxes. It's been a long night packing. She got her clothes in black bin bags and the blue tack greases the paintwork. She's like, what the fuck is all this stuff? She got the road signs stolen from Quick Shack Street. Shirts and skirts, posters, CDs, couple of comedy coasters, broken TV. There's the birthday card that her sister made in the distant past when she turned 13. There's her hair stuff, her books, the love letters she can't bin. Outside the night, inside is the last hurrah. She got a limited edition Air Max 110s next to her Che Guevara bust, complete with his ornamental glass cigar. For years, the landlord never fixed the shower, and the mould kept growing up the kitchen walls. They do it up nice now, sure, repaint it. He's tripled the rent, he's gonna get it, and all. Zoe's only got a few hours left to get her room all packed and clean. She goes to the window, she lights up a smoke. She looks down on her street. It's 4:18. The squats we used to party in our flats, we can't afford. The dumps we did our dancing in have all been restored. Pints are up to quid, the staff are beautiful and bored. You think it's coming up round here, it's falling on its sword. the streets have changed. I no longer feel them shut door. Alright, I get the gist. Whose city is this? It doesn't want us no more. I've had a glimpse into the future. It stinks. London's a walled for. All for the rich. If you fall short, you fall, and you know where the door is. Board up the broken, do it up, sell it back. Make it bespoke. It's all out in the open. It's fine, man. Hike the price right up. And smile with your friends in the posh new nightclubs. My streets have been dug up, repaved, new routes for commuters. The landscape has changed. I'm looking for the old graphs, the tags that once meant safe territory. But every hieroglyph gets whitewashed eventually. And so I'm moving on. I mean, I've got it all to play for. I'll be the invader in some other neighborhood. I'll be sipping perfect coffee, thinking this is pretty good, while the locals grit their teeth and hum. Another fucking one has come. All I see is luxury tenements, woebegone residents, redolent resin heads puffing on pleasure. Everyone's reckoning, something is reckoning. There's never a minute here, there's only forever. Towering tower blocks, scaffolding, rattling. The tube is a battering ram full of passengers, smashing its way into town. We are scavengers, smashing around in the sludge for our sustenance. Paradise party life, pushing our shoulders into the mold. Yes, we do what we're told. We are Sisyphus pushing his boulder. Yes, the kids are alright, but the kids will get older. The kids are alright, but the kids will get older. Now up the stairwell, chip fat, grey and London green with damp. Out on the 5th floor where the wind hits your jaw and locks you in its clamp, there is a red door bordered by mottled glass, and inside a lighted lamp. Pius lives here. Pius is tired. She can't sleep. She twitches. Wired. Pius lies beside a sleeping body. A girl she barely knows. She met her in the pub, and it went the way it goes. The girl's name is Rose, but Pius is lovesick for her thorn. Her thorn left her in the summer, and since then Pius thinks she can't get warm. She thinks she's carried her stuck in her side since the day that she was born. As she dreamed of her and knew her shape, long before she saw her form. Well, now it's 4:18. Pius has been staring at the walls for hours. She tells herself it's all her fault. She doesn't love, she just devours. Can't sleep, so much to do. Trying to get closer to you when you're so far away. Trying to get hold of what's true and what's true isn't true when it's day. Now tell me, how can I sleep? Got so much to do. Trying to get closer to you when you're so far away. All that I say and I do are things that you do and you say. How come I'm becoming the one that I'm running from? Hunting by slurring my words in the pub, feeling nervous and overexcited. Arms around the waist of a girl who might make it alright. For a night, man, she takes me to pieces. I lie beside her, awake while she sleeps, and I feel much closer to you than I felt when you were still here. Spill beer till you reappear. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. Pain in my liver, okay, shame. So much shame, can't bear my frame, can't bear your name, okay, can't bear this game, so let's play new rules, old rituals. Guilt trip, heartstrings snap, I want to, I can't go back, it's too much, or is it not enough? I can't get your claws out my guts. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. This is my mind, get out out of it. You didn't want it, how come you're still hanging around in it? This is my body, let go of it. You didn't want it, how come you're still fucking controlling it? This is my night, get lost in it. This is my bridge, stop crossing it. This is my face, stop smiling. This is my space, you've been gone so long, how come I still find you hiding? Fighting me, I'm fighting my darkest parts, I'm frightened, nightmares tighten. My hands round my own throat, cause you're the snake charmer and I'm the old road. No hope, just go now, please, just leave. Still in the air that I breathe, I'm stranded. Arms outstretched for a body, anybody, here's a body, but I wake up and I can't stand them. I feel so grubby, don't want, can't stop, just love me. Breath like a cigarette stuffed in the gutter, please, don't come close, I don't wait, just don't touch me, it's ugly. Push and pull, phone call, beep beep, looking through names for the one that feels the most dangerous. I can't believe you're in love again, I can't open my heart to anybody but strangers. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. I'm thinking of you and the things you do to me. I'm thinking of the things you do to me.
So here is our moment, frozen. We have seen our seven unmoving in their lonely homes. It's been 4:18 and dawn's still hours off yet. My God, and they are cold and listless, not quite sure that they exist here in this moment, slow and viscous, lips haunted by the ghosts of kisses. There is the endless saturation of the days, and here they are. There is nothing moving but their breath. But watch now, as the breaking storm outside brings this moment into action. The sky cracks into a wild-mouthed grin and unleashes all the water that it's carried. Vapor grown heavy from every distant puddle, every lapping wave tip, every churning river contributing to this rain. Now the lightning rips the sky in half. It charges through their bodies and it startles every roof in stark relief. And R7, they see their city new. So Pete, on his doorstep, he looks up, mouth agape, he drops his keys in shock, and he laughs a howling, ancient laugh. Gemma sits bolt upright in bed and stares at the rain as it smashes itself against her windows. Esther unleashes a strange bark into the silence of her kitchen. Zoe puts her boxes down. Bradley reaches for his dressing gown. Now see it from above. 7 doors to 7 flats, open at the same time and light the raining pavement. 7 broken hearts, 7 empty faces, heading out of doors. Here's our 7 perfect strangers. And they see each other, strangely dressed, one shoe and one slipper, socks falling off, slowly at first, tentatively, but then unhunching their shoulders, tipping their necks back, opening their bodies to this rain. And their hair is slicked down against their heads or puffed up madly outwards, and their hands are slipping from their cheeks and chins as they clutch their faces, open-mouthed. Amazing, they shout. Have you seen it? They shout as they band closer, closer, like children drawn towards the eye of a game, shocked and laughing, soaked to the skin.
indigenous apocalypse, decimated forest, the winter of our discontent's upon us. Desolate apostles slurping strong at the crossroads. We are nothing but an eating mouth, esophagus colossal. Won't stop until we're beaten down the planet into pellets before the interstellar mission to inflict more terror. It's killing me, it's killing me, it's filling me, I'm vomiting, it's still in me. Everything is fine, really, silly me. Poor kids shot dead, poor kids locked up, poor kids saying this is the future that you left us. Stocked up lunch meat, processed punch from an unclean fat cat. Tasty, tasty poison, carcinogenic, diabetic, asthmatic, epileptic, post-traumatic, bipolar and disaffected. Atomized, thinking we're engaged when we're pacified. Staring at the screen so we don't have to see the planet die. What am I gonna do to wake up? We sleep so deep, it don't matter how they shake us. If we can't face it, we can't escape it. But tonight the storms come. If we can't shake it, we can't escape it. Tonight the storms. She's screaming, the drones turned a beautiful boy into a pile of bones. Nobody to bury, nobody is home. Running from war, the boat's full, the boat's sinking a mile offshore. No beds in the hospitals, our minds are against us. Imagine your daughter was gunned down, defenseless on her way to school, there'd be uproar. But she's collateral damage, it never happened. Now if our kids are fine, that's enough for us. You can't love into a vacuum, there's got to be a limit. Welcome to the biggest crime that's ever been committed. You think you and I are different kinds, you're caught up in specifics. You and I apart are much easier to limit. The illusion so complete it's impossible to bring it into focus. Cinematic stock footage teaches people are locusts. Uniform men keep unleashing explosives. Now what we gonna do to wake up? We sleep so deep, it don't matter how they shake us. If we can't face it, we can't escape it. If I can't face it, if I can't face it. Tunnel vision, work drinks, heartbreak. I can't face the past a dark place. Can't sleep, can't wake, sitting in our boxes, notching up our victories as other people's losses. Another day, another chance to turn our faces away from pain. Let's get a takeaway. I'll meet you in the pub a little later, we'll say the same things as ever. Life's a waiting game. When we gonna see that life is happening? And every single body bleeding on its knees is an abomination. Every natural being is making communication. We're just sparks, tiny parts of a bigger constellation. Minuscule molecules that make up one body. The tragedy and pain of a person you have never met is present in your nightmares and in your pull towards despair. The sickness in this culture and the sickness in our hearts is a sickness that's inflicted by this distance that we share. It was our bombs that started this war, and now it rages at distance. We can dismiss all its victims as strangers. These are parents and children made dogs by this danger, but existence is futile, so we don't engage. It was our boats that sailed, killed, stole, and made frail. It was our boots that stamped. It was our courts that jailed. They were our fucking banks that got bailed. It was us who turned bleakly away, looked back down at our nails and our wedding plans. In the face of a full force gale, we said it's not up to us to make this place a better land. It's not up to us to make this place a better land. Justice, justice, recompense, humility. Trust is something we can never see until love is unconditional. The myth of the individual has left us disconnected, lost, and pitiful. I'm out in the rain. It's a cold night in London. I'm pleading with my loved ones to wake up and love more. More empathy. Love more. I'm standing on a stage in front of a room full of strangers, staring down the barrel of a camera. I don't know who's watching. I'm pleading with my loved ones to do what they remember. Wake up and love more.